We're Dan and Joan Brando. We happen to be Blake's grandparents.
My name is Jerry. I'm Blake's father.
Hello to you, classroom.
Yeah, right. We're right here talking to you right now.
How you do?
How you do?
We're talking about art in general here. And we've been asked our opinion about the body in art.
It depends on this particular subject matter that you're talking about and how it's utilized.
The body is a beautiful thing because it is so beautiful. It should be. It should be represented in art as long as it's done tastefully.
Depends on if it's tasteful or not. And then tasteful will be determined by whoever's looking at it, I presume. I would think that what I think is tasteful and what somebody else might think is tasteful could possibly be two different opinions.
For years, women have been posing nude for artists.
As long as that nude female body I'm looking at isn't my daughter. I do believe it's art. I mean, look, in my business, I've sold God knows how many statues, how many paintings. Goddess of the Garden. Half-nude female body. I guess it's up to the buyer or the owner of the piece of artwork.
Yeah, I feel it's artwork. It's definitely artwork.
Did you hear the question, honey?
No, I didn't. What was the question?
The question was, how do you feel about pieces of genitalia being represented in art?
Art, in my eyes, is a nude body of a beautiful girl, a beautiful woman, shaped beautifully, and I think that's art.
Everybody's perception is different. That's why there's short people, tall people, fat people, skinny people. Everybody's going to see the beauty in something to what's beautiful to that particular individual.
I'm an enthusiast of the female body. I love every part of the female body, but I'll tell you one thing. My opinions are horribly driven by what I've been watching on TV when I was a kid.
Nobody has a right to control how you perceive anything. How you perceive something is your opinion.
You know, going through life, you don't realize that you're being manipulated to be told what the ideal male should look like.
Physique is something different.
Look at Atlas.
Atlas
held up the world.
Yeah.
In Greek mythology, you look at the gods like, Hercules, Atlas, holding up the world. These bodies were sculpted with chiseled abs and cut serratuses and, big pecs. And these were the ideal physique that a man should carry.
My grandson, Blake's body is beautiful. But his body, but not his genitals.
Have you seen them?
No, I've never seen them. I don't want to.
If you look at African sculptures, the body looks different on an African sculpture. There's sculptures that are done, carvings that are done out of ivory. They're all depicted differently, and they come from all around the world. And if you look at the different things that come from all the different continents in the world, you're going to see that the bodies are different. They're not all the same.
Pablo Picasso, Salvador Dali, Michelangelo, Sistine Chapel. You can see the body being painted all throughout several centuries, going back to the earliest of times, even Egyptian times. The body has been represented in different cultures in different lights, because this is the way that culture feels, is the way the body should be represented, or that is the ideal body for desire or sexuality or representation, that this is what symbolizes perfection.
I'm trying to think. Back in Victorian times, women wanted that shape, and they used to wear corsets. A corset today isn't the same thing it was then, but even today, women still want to pull themselves into that shape with a slim waist. I think that has a lot to do with how commercial our society is.
When you see dancing with their costumes, using music to entertain you by doing bumps and grinds. It don't have to be that way. They can be entertaining with their clothes on. When they dance, Don't have to show your body.
Throughout time, religion has played a big part in whether the body is displayed and not displayed.
We are both of the Hebrew religion, and I don't know if that really affects our viewpoint.
We're looking at half of a civilization that still relies on religion to make their decisions, and the other half of a civilization that relies on their own minds of what's morally right. If you're a genuine human with intelligence and education, I think you should know what's morally right by now, and you shouldn't have to look back at a Bible or a Torah to know what's right.
But I think the world in general is less religious.
I was raised Hebrew. I have 2 tattoos. I've had several piercings through my body. The tattoos that I got represented a piece of my life and who I am. These are things that I feel that define me, and I do feel that my body is an artwork as well as a temple, and I have the right to display my body any way that I want to.
Cosmetic enhancements is a personal decision, so I don't really frown upon it. Well, technology is more advanced now today than it's ever been. People live longer now than they ever have. I don't think the improvements necessarily hurt people. It depends on if they're doing it for the right reasons. I think when somebody wants to make themselves better, that shows drive and initiative. If somebody feels that that makes them better, maybe besides a physical improvement, they might have a psychological improvement. Maybe all around that would help them.
Women can be, portraited naked, but what if 2 gay men want to have a naked picture and sell it? Is that art still?
I don't know. If it makes them happy, I guess.
But is it offensive for the rest of the world to see?
No. No, it's not offensive. If it makes them happy, and I say, let them do it.
There are more unique individuals and groups that have made a profound mark.
How do you feel about Fageless?
Regulars, no. They do what they want to do.
Hey, leaves more women for you, right?
Makes them happy, it's good. Because it makes them feel good. When you feel good, that's the best part about life.
What was the question again?
You look at your body and people wear clothing to identify themselves. They have piercings, they have tattoos. But you know what represents yourself more than what you wear or what you say? Your body is part of your identity.
The soul, as far as I'm concerned, is a separate entity. The body's a vehicle. The soul, I don't believe that the soul makes a decision to change one's body. I think what makes a decision to change one's body would be the mind. So I look at mind and body as one thing and the soul as another.
Is it carrying our soul, or is our body left here? Is our body our soul? Is that carrying the energy in it?
I think your soul is the energy that's in your body that's you.
Where did I get this image of what is perfection? I enjoy looking good, I enjoy feeling good, and I enjoy feeling healthy. But what is it to feel healthy? What is healthy? Let's talk about standard censoring in America. Right now, if you say f*** or shit one time in a movie, gets rated R rating. Why? Because a 13-year-old can't see it anymore. Who was the one that said a 13-year-old can't see this? It comes down to morality. What is moral? And who makes these rights for obscenity? There's this representation of what the body is. We come out into this world nude. We leave this world nude. Our most vulnerable position in life is to be naked. Our most vulnerable position in life is to be uncovered, unveiled. Our body is our temple. Our body is what we carry around with us every day. I love you, Pop-Up.
How you doing?
How you doing? How you doing?
I do all right.
I've never really had any issues with
I
that.
ain't got nobody.
I ain't got nobody.